Well, guys, I'm going to show you my kitchen. So welcome to Julie, the Thrifty Designer, and stay tuned to see how I have my kitchen finished and decorated for Thanksgiving. Well, y'all, I haven't showed you any of my kitchen. I have a big mess still. I'll show you a little bit here. We painted and the kids got paint on the floor, but we have to refinish anyway. Because when we bought the house, they had carpet where it's the golden color. The people just decided right here in the middle. I'll back up and let you see what they did. That's what they did. This wasn't actually the contractor. This was what the people that decided to sell the house was. Where it's the golden original color flooring, they decided to put carpet in that area. And for some reason, they just made this very weird walkway in this color. Bizarre. But anyway, we put kitchen cabinets in. Now we still need to do some more touching up on the painting. We just run out of time and the holidays are here. And so, it's just one of those things. So anyway, what we have done is put an upper cabinet up here. Close my door, it might be nicer. And we still have, the ceiling to still finish. I just don't have what it takes to get up on the ladder and do all that finishing yet. Maybe in January we can do it. But the contractors ripped the things up. And we've gotten it at least to this point, and we got new lighting in and everything. But this is my kitchen and how I'm getting things set up for Thanksgiving. This is going to be the coffee bar area and drink station. Right now it's just set up for every day, but I'm going to show you some cute things here. Of course, I love this. Fueled by Jesus and coffee. But let's go up on my shelves we put in when we put in this kitchen cabinet. Isn't that pretty? There we go. We'll have a little more out like this so you can see it. It's just a beautiful corner. And we just simply cut some wood. Was debating whether to paint them or leave them wood. And right now the wood is kind of worn out, but they're just raw wood and it needs something done to them. But let's look here. Isn't that a cute little village? My little fall village. I can't reach very well from the floor to show them to you as well as I would like to. The barn up there, and a house, and another barn. I think they are so pretty. I had already shown you how I've done the dessert table for Thanksgiving, and I'm just going to show you in proximity and pan around to show you the kitchen. Now, the countertops look beautiful, but if you look very carefully, you'll see seams because this is just contact paper. Till I can actually get what I need to do in putting in the kitchen counters that I want to do, which will be what I did at Tony's house when we sold his. But it takes time and I need some money to be able to buy all the product to do it. And this was a cheaper route for the time being. But I'm just going through and showing you the kitchen and also how I've decorated it for fall and Thanksgiving. And when the contractors ripped out the kitchen, they even ripped out the floor. So I don't even have a nice floor in here. And eventually we'll get that fixed also. I do have the flooring. We just have to figure out how to put it in. So we put in these cabinets. And I do have the crown molding. And they're already cut to the way this kitchen was. Because I bought this kitchen from Habitat from Humanities. And so the crown molding is cut to the configuration of the way the kitchen was at whoever owned the house before us. or before I bought the cabinets. I mean, not this house, but another house. And it's going to take some interesting cuts. And I don't know if any of us really know how to do that. But meanwhile, let's just check it out. I have these beautiful glass doors. And in it, I'm just going to give you a simple... We didn't even paint the inside yet properly from the cabinets that they were. But I've just got all my everyday flowers and sugars in the canning jars, and it just gives it that really country cottage look, which I am loving. And it's just behind glass. Eventually, I'm going to light these up like I did around my fireplace. I think they'll be pretty. But on my counters, which... probably for Thanksgiving, I'm going to have to probably take most of these actually off so we have room for the food. But for right now, I'm just showing the cute little things I have put on here for everyday type of look. It just has a cute feel to it. I really like how it looks. And my microwave. And then this cabinet right here is at an odd angle. And that's probably part of the miter cuts that are not gonna be easy to do. And then here by the back door, I just simply have a rack that holds the Dollar Tree cherry pie, pecan pie, and apple pie squares that they had, and simply some fall foliage. And of course, the back door still has never been put in correctly. It just takes money, and I just don't have it. And we did put some privacy film, the nice X's that are diamond shaped pattern, which is nice. And I really do like that. But let's come next to it here, to the kitchen. And again, there's that dark hole circle was an original fan the kitchen had, long since been ripped out. I've got to figure out how to repair that ceiling hole, but we did put in a cam light. So my kitchen is pretty bright, and I do love how that looks. And we come down to here's where the stove is, and the nice cabinet. I love it, and all my utensils. And I did get a beautiful stove, and I love it. The other thing I don't like about this particular one, this is not just finger. This is not just finger touch. If I touch it with my belly, or if I touch it with while I'm scrubbing the front of it with my wash rag things, it just sets off all the different buttons. Drives me crazy. I wish it was finger touch so I could be deliberate instead of accidentally hitting buttons. But I love the stove. I just think it is great. So on top of here, I've just got my old fashioned, I got it from the thrift store a few years ago, little tea kettle. And it's there just for show. And eventually we're going to put a hood vent up here. I have it already. It's just a matter of literally getting it installed. So I'm lucky I've got the kitchen this far. It's very functioning, and I am so grateful. I love the design of this kitchen. All right, to the left of the stove, I have corner cabinets here, and I've just simply put in some really nice, simple harvest canning, old-fashioned. We got pears and apples and just things that look so country and yet very home feeling. I love it. Just a simple corner right here between the sink and the stove. Okay, let's show you my sink. Amazon, really inexpensive compared to what it is at the home improvement stores. About half price, actually. But I bought it, a year and a half ago, and we just got it put in. But I love it. And a faucet similar to this at The home improvement store is like almost $200. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't pull. I don't like that. It's like almost $200 at the home improvement stores, and I got it on Amazon for like $68. You can't beat it for price other than that. So then we also put in this light hanging over it. I went to Habitat for Humanities and I paid $10 for it. And I really simply like it. Although for me, I can put my head and just go whoop right underneath it like this. But Tony comes in here and he leans forward and he always hits his head on it. So I don't know. And there's nothing I can do to shorten it just a little bit. But I don't want it too short. I had one in here that was too short and then I just didn't like how it looked. So we've put a medallion in. But as you can see, all the holes in the ceiling that I still have to figure out how I'm gonna patch, and I do know how to do it. It's just for me physically doing it. But anyway, above the window, let's just kind of start up there. There's the hot apple pie or a hot apple cider, and on this side it's the apple pie. Those came from, I think, the Dollar Tree. And then I have started collecting a little bit of the copper molds. I don't need a big collection. I'm not trying to do that, but just enough to fill up there. I think it looks really, really charming, and I love how it looks. Then I have this shelf, and I just simply kind of put up some fall look and preserves with a fall look to them, covering in the cottage country look. Same with on this shelf, and I put a little bit of a turkey, and then again, here is some fall scene on that little plate. That's a 3-inch little plate. It's not very big. And just some preserves again. And then I've come down and I just have a simple hand towels. Let's see, I got that crinkled up by that. Let's just straighten that up just a little bit so you can see it. This flower, again, came from my daughter's wedding, and I just think it's pretty, so I've just kind of left it like that. I like it. I come down on the counter, just simply a little drying rack. And this also, I love this. You put it on the sink, and you can, as you rinse things off and wash them, you just set them right there and they can dry. I think it's great. I love it. And I have my dishwasher going now also, finally. I only had it for over a year, and we finally got it put in. I think it's great. It's the quietest dishwasher I've ever heard. You don't even hear it on. I don't hear water running, anything. It is great. And so right next to the cabinets here, I just simply have some plates and put in some fall colors and a little more copper. I think it's pretty. Now let's check out my window. This window is so deep. I really have a hard time getting up in there. I have neuropathy in both of my feet, and both of my knees are bone on bone with arthritis. And moving and climbing around is very difficult for me anymore. And it has just gotten worse in the last year. I had COVID a year ago, and after having COVID, everything got worse on me. My breathing, all kinds of stuff. So I'm just trying to make things work. But so let's check out my window. Isn't that the cutest turkey little plate? I love it. I've had it for a long, long time. And just put it next to it. It's just like a, I don't know, a little cookie jar or something like that. Pumpkin. And I have a little bowl of some fake fruit and some fall foliage. And in the lantern back there, I have one of the scent pots. And I put some of the nice melted wax chips. And it really does help to make everything smell so good. And in the window here, I mean, not much has changed from like what I did for Christmas. It's just I've changed it up for the holiday. So we still have some preserved looking things on top. A pie that has some scent in it. It doesn't give any scent much anymore, I don't think. And preserves and some fake rolls or like desserts there. The cat keeps getting up there, and there's one that has fallen to the back. I don't think I can see it in this picture. There you can kind of see it between the jar and Anyway, has knocked it off and I can't reach it. So it's living back there till I can get some help. But anyway, I have a platter that is absolutely gorgeous. But right now I've put a fall plate in front of it. Another turkey, couple of them, and a cute little pilgrim couple, and a flour sifter and rolling pin, and I have cookie cutters and everything that just kind of speaks Thanksgiving harvest. Then above my refrigerator, again, I don't do tons of moving things around up there, but I have to get up on the ladder and all that, but I put up the fall flowers, and again, like a cookie jar, and I've put up a turkey and another little pumpkin just to create a really pretty fall-like feeling. So this is my kitchen. I love every bit of it. It's little and it doesn't hold anything like my old kitchen did. But I sure do like how it is. It's an efficient little kitchen. And I think it's got charm, and it is so cute. I just love how it feels. Alright, I was just showing you how it comes from the living room towards the kitchen. That's how my layout is. As you can see, the TV and the fireplace and my surrounds and my window seat and how when you come around, and there's my kitchen and my dining room. Now I'm just going to keep it real. On the dining room, I have things that I will be using when I set up the food for Thanksgiving, as well as a little bit of the food. But I also have this plastic on here. That's to help keep the cat off the table. She hears the noise and then she doesn't get up there. So you can use aluminum foil, or in this case, it's the plastic from when I put it on the windows, that clear, or not clear, that frosted diamond-shaped things. And so right now, the dining room table, yes, is piled up with stuff, but it is stuff I'm going to be using. But I just wanted to show you from here, from the hallway actually behind me, how it all looks into my kitchen. It's not very big, but it's got some charm, and I love how it looks. And there's my new little kitty. This is Kit Kat. Yeah, it's Kit Kat saying hello. And then, of course, I have Precious. And they get along. A couple of boxes of stuff I need for Thanksgiving. And I'm just showing you out here. We've been working out here. This is just my patio. And it was a big mess. And so for this past week, we have literally rearranged everything, closed it in tighter. It's still tarped, but much newer, fresher. And we have a space heater and some things like that. And actually, when I have my guests over, this is probably where we're going to put the little kiddos. It'll be warm out there for them. And it will be nice. Stop scratching my chair, Kit Kat. Anyway, this is just a small sampling of what all we've been trying to do. I think it looks great. So anyway, we are back to the kitchen here a little bit. And I know I said in my last video that we didn't get much done in the house. I really wasn't at that second thinking at least we got my kitchen in. And we have been moving stuff around out on the back patio as I just showed you. But for the most part, we still have a ton of work to do around here. But it's functioning now. because I think one of the last times you saw a video about my kitchen, I didn't really have one. So it wasn't functioning well. So now I have a kitchen that truly works. I want it finished eventually, and hopefully we'll get it done this next year. But for right now, it's working amazingly for me. And I am so very happy and pleased. And I do feel blessed to have a functioning kitchen. So y'all, I want to say thank you for watching. You take care and God bless. And happy decorating and happy Thanksgiving. I pray you all have a blessed week ahead and a blessed Thanksgiving. You take care and God bless.